Hello, everybody. Welcome or
Hi.
welcome back to the Conscious Spirit Podcast. I'm Trevor, and here with me I have Pam today.
Hi,
I
everyone.
I asked Pam to be a special guest on this one because the Archangels
Yes.
just feel like we need to have someone else here, someone else special to enjoy the yummy
Ah,
vibration. So,
that's me special.
yes. So, with that being said, we are gonna start with do four groups today. We're gonna do Archangel Raphael, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Metatron, and Archangel Uriel. And I'll throw those up on screen and I'll give everybody some time to look at those. Take a second to get yourself grounded and in the zone and just pick whichever one feels best for you right now, or pick all of them, whatever feels right.
Mhm.
And we will be right back with group one.
See ya.
Hello, group one. Here are your cards, your messages from Archangel Raphael. We have the Seven of Pentacles, the Knight of Chalices or Cups,
Mm.
the Four of Wands, and then the Eight of Swords. And I will throw those all up on screen so everyone can see them real nice and good. So it feels like to me already there's a cultivation aspect here. There is something that is in the works for group one that really feels spirit led. With that Seven of Pentacles, they are doing the work, they are sowing those seeds, they are trying to set themselves up for a better future. Whether that is physically for jobs or, spiritually working on themselves, their healing journey. But they are just doing it so well, especially with that Knight of Cups. They are just riding those waves and really diving into it and doing the work. And really, Archangel Raphael here is saying, keep going, keep doing it, because you are doing the work. And bravo, ultimately, group one. Like, good for you guys. This is huge accomplishments and acknowledgments from not just us here today, but also from Spirit. They are, you are doing the work, group one. Good for you. And with this Eight of Swords here, even though it might not always feel like, you might not always see the evidence of your growth, of your forward movement, it might not always be physically, but just know that you are moving forward every single step that you take, and you are going in the right direction. And it is such a beautiful forward movement, and you are supported and guided by Spirit. Whether or not you work closely with Archangel Raphael or whoever your spirit teams are, your allies, they are with you every step of the way, applauding you, holding your hand, comforting you, even when you feel like you're not going anywhere, you're not moving somewhere. You are, and feel good about that, and just know, feel, see, smell, taste, however you see it. Just know that you are progressing exactly at the pace that you should be. Not fast, not slow, but exactly what is right for you at whatever time it is. What else do you get, Pam?
Okay. I was waiting until you were, because it just sort of adds on what Raphael is saying to me as the message to everyone. is to fear comes from the brain, comes from the overthinking. How am I going to do this? How am I not going to do this? Oh my gosh, this might go wrong and that might go wrong. And those thoughts, to drop that energy down to your heart space, to the love, to lean into the love and remember why you're doing what you're doing. You've worked hard to get to where you are. There feels like there's some sort of maybe you're not stuck, but you're in that place of, okay, I've done what I can do. Now I want to move forward. I'm not quite sure how. I'm spinning out about it. I'm overthinking it. And to remember to love. Remember that love really is the answer. And just like Trevor said, to lean on your spiritual allies, and you can lean on him, but do it through your heart space. Remember the why. Why am I doing this? What was it? Whether you're doing it for another person or there's some passion involved or whatever it is, to come from that space, and you'll know the right things to do and when to do them, and you'll get out of that spinning, overthinking, because that's what's going to hold you back from being able to move forward. That's what he said.
Absolutely. Yes.
Nice, wrapped up in a little bow there.
Yeah. Lovely and beautiful.
Yes.
Well, there you are, group one. Those are your messages. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Hello, group two. Here are your cards. So we've got the Eight of Cups. Then we have the Page of Wands. And then we have the Four of Pentacles. Sorry about the camera. It's not focusing too good today. Whatever. I'll put those up on screen after. Okay. There is a real feeling of being a bit lost here, group two. There's a you kind of look back behind you and you see all the things that you have and that you've accumulated or that you've worked for, and you say, I should be happy about this. So why am I feeling like there's a missing piece of this puzzle? Why is there a missing aspect? And with that Page of Wands, the pages are all very new, very fresh energy. It's the beginning stages of something new coming in. And I really, Archangel Gabriel is kind of making me feel like this is not something in the physical. This is something within you, a new aspect of yourself. This could be a little bit of trauma, some wounding that might be coming up for you, group two, that you didn't realize was there. And now you are at a spot where you can look at that and actually start to heal it and really acknowledge it and come to the table with grace and love and acceptance for yourself and for whatever happened to you or was done to you, inflicted upon, and just show up for yourself and have that love and acceptance, even if it wasn't someone else that caused the problem. If you did it to yourself, that's okay, because guess what? We all do it. Guilty.
Guilty as charged.
And the Four of Pentacles here too. You do not need to hold on to that by yourself. This is not, as Pam famously says, I'm quoting Pam here, this is not a solo journey. So we do not need to hold and carry those burdens solely on our own. It is not healthy. It's not productive in the long run.
Nope.
You know, we always feel like it's virtuous and we're doing the right thing because we're not bringing other people into our stuff. When really, we need to find the right people in our lives that want to be there with us, but they want to be there and help support us and be with us. So allow those people in. Don't, Well, try your best to not push them away or cut yourself off from them just because you don't want to share in the hard times. Because group two, you probably do that yourself. You probably are there for people when they need it, but why don't you let other people be there for you in return? And again, just find that love for yourself. This is going to be very mushy for each group, I'm sensing. If you can have love for others, then you can have love for yourself. It's there somewhere. You just got to find it. Or you know what, better yet, get out of your own way, to put it plainly.
Yes.
I say that with love. Okay, anything else, Pam?
Yes. So what's coming through is speaking it. And some of you are not asking for what you want. Some of you think you're asking for what you want, but wounding sort of dictates a sort of a passive aggressive way, and the other person doesn't know, excuse me, that you're actually asking for something. To get really honest with yourself, to speak what comes from your heart, what you're really, excuse me, throat chakra, what you're really wanting. There's also some of you that are saying, I do. I yell at them. I tell them exactly what I. That's like overdoing it. That's also not actually saying what you want. It feels like it because your emotions are so big and they're spilling out. No matter which way you do it, take some time to really think about it. Get really honest with yourself about what you want and how to ask for it. And think about, if someone's asking you for something, how do you want that said to you? How do you want it presented to you? And speak with honesty and ask for what you want. That's it, all in a little nutshell.
Beautiful. Well, thank you, group two.
Yes. See you in the next one.
Well, hello, group three. Here
Bye.
are your messages. Alrighty, we have the Nine of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles. Oh, and here's that Seven of Pentacles again. We got a little visitor again here
Oh yeah, was that
in the first one.
group one? Okay.
Yes. Okay. Group three with this Nine of Wands. There is this feeling of I need to get to the finish line. I need to do one more thing, just to make it be exactly how it needs to be, to make it perfect. But you just keep running into the same obstacles, the same thing keeps coming up and again, and it's like a pinball machine. You just keep It's like this the big huge game. You just keep hitting different obstacles, and it seems like it's never ending. But I think group three, just with this Ten of Pentacles here, you don't need that extra thing. You don't need the extra, oh, it needs to look a certain way, it needs to be or feel a certain way. You have exactly what you need and what is meant for you right now. So really bring in that gratitude and that honor for the things that you do have and that gratitude for spirit, because you co-created with yourself and with spirit to bring in all these things that you've asked for. So why is that not good enough for you? And we're always allowed to want more and be more because that's part of our healing journey. And but right now, group three, Metatron is asking you to just be and sit with all of the things that you've done so far, all of the accomplishments and all the things you have, and just be happy for yourself and give yourself the pat on the back that you deserve, that you've earned. And with that Seven of Pentacles, it's just, yeah, acknowledging that hard work that you've done. Spirit is here saying and telling you that you've done all the hard work. And for anything else in the future that you might want, or I'm kind of getting need, you might tell yourself that you need this the extra thing, this one more thing. It's okay if you feel that. You've already done the work and set yourself up to bring those things in, and they do come in, but good things take time. All good things take time. And you need to allow the time for yourself and for spirit to just be and to work through you. And yeah, you group 3, you are enough, you have enough. So be enough. Start acting like it. Yeah. It was a little crass group 3, but some of you might be a little upset about that. So sorry about that. But that's okay. Acknowledge those feelings that are coming up. They're coming up for a reason.
And that is kind of the way Metatron, he's pretty direct.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So what he said immediately was advice is not the same as learning. There's something you've gotten to a place, whatever you're dealing with right now, you've gotten to a place where you kind of think you know everything and you don't need any help, or you don't need, he's really saying to try to open that up. Open yourself up to learning. Open yourself up to whomever comes into your life, whatever situation it is, to look at it as a learning experience instead of, or as opposed to just going, oh yeah, I know this. I know it. I know it. Because there's still a part of you that you're looking for some answers. Maybe you're giving a lot of advice, or you're asking for advice, and he just wants you to know it's not the same thing as learning. That's thinking too narrowly. So I hope that makes sense to everyone. It was short and quick, and that's just what he said. Advice is not the same thing as learning. And that even goes for if you're giving advice, to not just tell someone how they should do it, help them learn what they need to learn, and you will learn as well. And if you're asking for advice, ask, why am I asking advice? Am I doing that because I just want someone to tell me what to do? Or am I really actually trying to learn something? That was what he had to say. That's all.
Yes. Take responsibility.
Yes. Yes.
All right. Well, those were your messages, group 3.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
See you.
Hello, group 4, and here are your
Bye.
cards. Alrighty, we have the Hanged Man, the Page of Chalices, and we have the Lovers. Okay, group 4. There is this need of right now having to really let go and drop down into your knowing, your feeling, whatever your senses are at this time, and to just let yourself float, let yourself be. And on that Hanged Man card, it has those little piranha things, those little fish underneath the guy that's floating there, and it's when you can let go like that, those fears cannot affect you. Any sort of fears or anxieties or anything that you might have or be feeling, they can exist because they are real and they are valid, but you can look at them from a widened or top down perspective. You can really analyze it from all angles when you can take yourself out of those fears, those anxieties that you might be having. And the Page of Cups here is to really, this letting go feels really new for you, group 4, sorry. Um, I get that you're very hands-on, like you just have to get in there and do the nitty-gritty and like fix things for yourself kind of thing. But here we have the lesson or the guidance is practice just being and allowing things to naturally flow and come through. You don't have to be the captain of the ship all the time. You need to trust yourself and spirit to be able to pilot your life a little bit. And that's not to say to just leave everything up to spirit, because that's not right either. That's way in the other direction. But little by little, allow yourself to kind of loosen the reins just a little bit. I'm sure as soon as I say that, people are probably like, no, I don't want to. But it is okay. If something does happen, you can come back from it. Or it was a lesson that you were meant to learn, that you were here, that you came here to learn. And with the Lover's card here, yeah, it's that find that dance, that balance between yourself in the physical and with spirit. And it's all about listening to yourself and your guidance. When is the right time to be physical, and when it's a real life issue that you have to solve and get in there and solve, or when it's something that you sometimes need to just listen to spirit for, to let spirit guide you. And that balancing act, I keep seeing like a tightrope in the circus. Like, it is not easy to achieve, especially from childhood trauma and wounding. I kind of get for group 4s coming up a bit here, and those learned behaviors. Really, it's hard to get yourself out of those because that's just habit. That's just how you what you know. But you can always teach yourself to kind of let go a little bit. Let your hair down a little bit. Have fun. Because life is meant to be, we come here to heal, but we can come here to heal and have fun. Why not both?
Absolutely.
Okay. What else you got, Pam?
What comes through really clear is you are making this way more difficult than it needs to be. So, so for those of you who are, well, if you chose this group, there's something you're doing, you're overthinking, you're overplaying your card, you're overdoing it, and you don't know. You're making it more difficult. If there's a choice to make, just slow down, get yourself centered, take a breath. Like Trevor has said, sort of bring in your human self and your spiritual self, get centered, and just make the decision. Just make the decision. You're making it way harder than it needs to be. So that was pretty much it. It was a quick little message there. You're
Yeah.
making it harder than it needs to be. It's not that difficult. And if you need to drop into your heart space and come from that aspect, the love of it, then that's what you need to do. Pretty simple.
Can't go wrong when you bring in the
Sounds
love.
simple, right?
Yeah. So you can't go wrong when you bring in the love.
No, you can't.
All righty. Thank you, group 4. All right, everybody. And there were the messages for today.
Yeah, short and simple today.
Short and simple. The Archangels, they tell you exactly what you need to hear, and
Yep,
they back off.
absolutely. Yep. Yes.
That's why we love them. They no
Absolutely.
nonsense.
Yes.
And that's
Thank you for
sometimes
inviting me today. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to
Nope.
cut you off.
No, you're good.
All
Thank you for
excited
being
over
here.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, we
That
are
was
feeling
fun.
high vibrational. So
Yes, that was really fun.
yes, and thank you everyone for watching today, for
Yes.
coming to watching this Trevor's Tarot table again. These are a lot of fun, and thank you, Pam, for being here.
Yes, you're welcome. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, everyone, and we will see you in the next one. Well, I will see you.
Yes. Bye.
Bye.